Yo, what's going on, man?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I this is kind of I'm not gonna lie to you. This is probably my favorite kind of stream. Whenever I get a bunch of people that are very mad at me in the chat, but I know I'm in the right. I'm so excited, man. What's up, Indian Potato Farmer? What's up, Graph Web? Thank y'all for
Well,
being here.
well, I'm always mad at you, so I mean, you got that going.
That's true. That's why I like having Yeti on. He's always mad at me. What- What's up, Glenn? How you doing, man? I don't know. To be honest with you, I've been a fan of John Campea for a long time, but this one is just I don't know. We'll talk about it in a second. I don't know how to say your name, Rakame. What's up, man? How you doing? What? What's up,
Recon?
Abe? Rakame? I think it has an I in it. That's an I. See?
Is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
no, it
can't.
looks like
I
an
can't
L in the
tell.
chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. But real quick, we got 16 people watching already. If y'all could,
And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel.
dude, I'm gonna play that again. Everybody, look at this man's hand and tell me that that is not a fake hand that someone else is putting into this. That's a prop. It has to be a prop. Watch this.
And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel.
How does he make his hand do that? He's like,
It's a weird angle. It is a very that is a weird way to like hold it up. Maybe, maybe it's because of where the camera is. Like it's too close. So he can't put it out in his normal way. So he's like moving it back so it doesn't change the focus.
yeah, I think he's trying to, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I think he has some like deep knowledge of human psychology, and he's trying to hypnotize us, man. I think he's doing that because like whenever he'll say like follow me on Twitter, he'll make hand motions. He's like, make sure you follow me on Twitter, and it's like, dude, I feel like I need to follow you on Twitter now. Like I'm hypnotized, but I don't. He's from the future. Yeah,
Maybe
he
you're
knows
just
some stuff.
easily convinced.
I don't know, man. Even his thumbnails, it's like I know it's fake, but I have to click. Like he's doing something to my mind. And we got a Mike Zero cameo. It's already starting off great. Exactly, dude. We already got the goat on the stream, but yeah, Jedi mind tricks, dude. What do you? Nobody's even saying anything yet, and you're already just saying some fucking SJW shit. Calm down.
I know. I just caught that. Like trying to open it up so I can have the chat.
It's like we're literally talking about Mike Zero. He's like, "That's right, non-white male content is woke." Like, what are you talking about? We didn't even start talking about that yet, dude. Calm down. Hello, Justin is lost, and everyone. Hope you're having a groovy day. It's me. Birthday. Oh, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Billy Brown. Thank you for coming to the stream. What? I guess we can just get right into it, man. We're gonna start off with the Shang-Chi stuff because that's what I really want to talk about, and then we'll probably get into we'll probably talk about Star Wars Visions a little bit. But this Shang-Chi stuff might take a while, just because yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let me pull up the reviews from everyone first, and then we'll get into the John Campea stuff after. Let's see. Is that too small? Or can you see that?
If you could zoom in a little bit,
Okay.
enhance.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that looks good.
All right. So I don't know. Do you know about Brandon Davis?
No.
Yeah, I don't know much about him either, but I was watching some streams last night and they were saying some bad stuff about him. I don't know anything about the guy, so I'm not gonna say anything bad. But I just kind of what's up, Laney? How you doing? I just kind of wanted to go through all of these real quick, just because they're pretty much all positive and they're all. It's crazy because they're all kind of saying the same thing that John Campea said, and all of these reviews are kind of saying the same thing, but it's like they have bullet points already. It's kind of like they're all saying the same thing in the same order. It's strange, dude. But
Okay.
yeah.
Is this do they basically all fall into that oh god, what's like the pay to play access media?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up, X-Wing? I thought you were streaming, dude. How are you in the stream? You follow Brandon? Yeah, I don't know anything about him. He's always like retweeted onto my timeline and stuff, and I mean I've never seen him do anything bad, but I just heard some bad stuff about yesterday. But yeah, they're all these access.
Is he a YouTuber or?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I just know he's a critic.
Okay.
And he gets access to this stuff early all the time. But yeah, these guys are all like they're always getting early access. You know, access media people. This movie hits on all. This movie hits on all that Marvel does well: pacing, humor, character, and adds action like we've never seen from the MCU before. Lots of people are about to have a new favorite Marvel hero, darker than expected, loads of fun, integral to MCU Phase 4. All right. Shang-Chi is the perfect balance of fun, heart, and action. And when I say action, see, it's just like, when I say action, I mean jaw-dropping action. What's up, Tron? How you doing, man? Oh, it's over? All right. Yeah, X-Wing is the GOAT, man. For sure. Oh, he does YouTube and stuff too. He's a critic, so he does YouTube and movie reviews. He's interviewed and been to the premieres for Marvel movies. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything bad about him. I'm just saying that I heard some bad stuff. Maybe he's a great guy. I have no idea. I'm emotional. So I think this is just a random Twitter account. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is phenomenal. Get hyped. Even fight scene / action sequence is better than the or every. I guess she meant every. Oh shit. Yeah, let's. Thank you, X-Wing. I don't know why you're booing me, but I appreciate the.
Well, you always need a good boo.
I don't know if you could even hear that, but that was Dylan screaming boner, if you were wondering.
Oh god, that's what it was? No, that was a little low.
Oh, I need to turn it up then. I don't know. I'll get it fixed eventually, but I appreciate the $5, man. Thank you. Let's see. Haven't trusted Disney in a long time. Yeah, I know. Me too, dude. I'm hoping that it's good. I'm rooting for this movie for sure. I'm always rooting for every movie, but the fact that they're all like, none of them are really saying anything original. And I know that they can't really spoil the film. They can't go that deep, but they're saying the same thing over and over. All of them are saying the exact same things. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is phenomenal. Get hyped. Every fight scene / action sequence is better than the last. Simu Liu fully embraces the Marvel superhero role. Amazing imagery, killer soundtrack. I want to see this thing on the big screen. So that's kind of like, I don't know. I'll read a couple more, and then we'll get into the John Campea stuff. Shang-Chi is fantastic. It's full of incredible. Yeah, I mean, it's just fight scene. Like, they're all saying the same shit. All right, let's move on to the John Campea stuff. Where's he at? I think I just lost it. All right, hold on. Let me stop this, and I'll get it back.
It does seem like they're out in full force to say, this is some amazing hit.
Yeah.
There's nothing in between.
And I've seen multiple critics also say, which John Campea is about to say as well, that it's the best comic book movie since Logan. And I don't know, dude. That's
okay.
That's crazy. That's insane.
That's a hard comparison. Logan was exceptional on so many different levels.
Yeah. It was, dude.
Man, I
honestly didn't even feel that much like a comic book movie. It just felt like a movie, like a great movie.
Yeah, it was very heartfelt. And if anyone doesn't feel the emotion stir in them, get a little tear by the end, you've got no soul.
For real, dude. It felt like a normal movie. Like a really good normal movie that just happened to have a comic book character involved. That's what
that's what probably made it so good.
Yeah, that's why I like Joker too. That's what Joker felt like too.
Yeah, very very story focused, not all about Flash.
Yeah, that's what it seems like this movie. I mean, everybody's just like fight scene, and so it kind of seems like it's.
I mean, I like a good fight scene. John Wick showed that, but there's got to be a purpose to it.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't Campea have an issue with Disney after they screwed him at parks on his honeymoon? He shows like KS, but I don't take advice from the blue check marks. Yeah, he did have an issue with Disney, and that's what he's saying on Twitter. He's like, how can I shill for Disney when I just vowed to never return to Disneyland? And it's, I don't know. I'll tell you in a second why. I'll tell you why he's doing this. If it's not just for Disney, there's an obvious reason why he's doing this, but I'll tell you in 1 second.
He saw the paycheck?
Well, there's multiple reasons, but for Campea, he has a specific reason why he'd be doing this. Let's see. I'll bring up the original reaction video real quick, and we'll play this. Have you seen this yet, Yeti?
No.
Okay. Can you hear it?
Yes.
So, just got out of watching Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings. It's fucking awesome. Okay, so it is part, I was just telling somebody else, it is part mythological epic, it is part Shakespearean family tragedy, and it is part martial arts masterpiece. Best martial arts I've seen in a film since The Raid, best comic book movie I've seen since Logan. That's my initial reaction. Full review in a couple of days, but this movie is incredible. Go see
I
it.
mean, I hope it's true. You know, before we go any further, I hope that's what actually is in the movie.
So do I, and we all know the feeling. We all know the feeling of seeing a movie, especially a movie like this, and you're hyped about the movie, so you're gonna come out, and if you're straight coming out the theater, sometimes you'll say some things that you don't mean. You know, like sometimes you'll come out of a movie. Like I'm sure there was a lot of people. Let's take Star Wars theory for an example. He came out of the Rise of Skywalker and said how much he adored the Rise of Skywalker, and now he hates it. So it happens. Like you come out of movies, especially big franchise movies that have a lot of action scenes and stuff like that, and you know you say some things that you don't mean sometimes.
Yeah,
But
you're basically like riding a high.
right, exactly. But when you come out, and it's not even like he said this movie was so great. He didn't. That wasn't enough. He had to say it's the best since Logan. So that includes Infinity War and Endgame. I don't know. That's yeah. And then he's like, "Go see this movie," and it's just, and I don't know. You got any? First, I'm gonna let you give your thoughts, your full thoughts on this, real quick.
Okay, well, first, the guy needs to buy a suit that fits him properly. I'm sorry, I was so distracted by that from the start.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Not gonna lie. I don't want to roast the guy though, man. I like John Campbell. He seems like a good guy, but
Oh,
can't let
I
this
know.
slide.
It's just the suit would look so good if it was, properly fitted.
that's true, man. You got it.
Oh, okay, but on to the content. Like I said, I really do hope that he's right, that this is the type of movie that we're going to get, because that would bring me back into Marvel.
Yeah.
I've kind of gotten worn out over the last little bit.
That's what I'm saying. I tweeted that out as soon as I saw the reviews this morning or last night. I tweeted out this morning, but as soon as I saw the reviews last night, I was like, look, all these reviews are great, but I mean, we've seen this so many times with Disney. For one, there's never going to be, it's never like we're going to wake up one morning when it comes to Marvel or Star Wars and there's just going to be complete just negative review after negative review. It will never happen because these people want to maintain their access. But the fact that they are so positive and so glowing does kind of give me hope that maybe they are telling the truth. I don't know. I really hope so.
Yeah, because there's usually little subtle hints that it's not as good as as they're saying, but this, if everybody's coming out with like the same talking point, or they're inspired by the same things, that might be accurate.
Yeah. And then for Marvel, a lot of the times, how you can know a movie is not as good as everyone's saying it is whenever they're saying, go see this movie for the post-credit scene. Like Black Widow, whenever they were like, this movie is like, it's all right, it's average, but the post-credit scene has a lot of implications for the future of the MCU. That's when you know the movie's not good. Whenever the post-credit scene is the main draw. And people are really not saying it. I saw something that said that the post-credit scene got a huge reaction out of the crowd. But and none of these reviews are they really saying, go see this for the post-credit scene. They're talking good about the actual movie. So that's good.
And you haven't really heard that many people, upsell to other things like, oh, this has got, the most amazing diverse cast.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they're
That's true.
actually talking about things in the movie rather than those external ideas.
Yeah. But then, like I was saying, think about the Rise of Skywalker original reviews. Whenever people saw that early, whenever they saw the Rise of Skywalker reviews, whenever they first came out, it was the same thing. It was like, this is one of the best Star Wars movies of all time and stuff like that. And in my opinion, it's the worst Star Wars movie ever made. Even worse than The Last Jedi. I know it's controversial, but I think that Episode 9 is the worst. And they were just as good as these Shang-Chi reviews back then, whenever that first came out. So I don't trust them. But
I there's very few of the official critics that I trust at all.
Exactly, man. And if you just look around behind John Campea, there's a whole buffet right here with I don't what is that, like cinnamon rolls or donuts or something? I can't tell what that is over there,
It
but
looks like subs to me.
okay. Well,
Personally, like wrap subs so that there's no like cross contamination.
yeah, and then I mean, so there's a whole like buffet. I'm sure it's free, complimentary. Everyone's wearing suits, dressed up real nice. You get to see the movie early, all that stuff. People walking around in the background right here with gift baskets from Shang-Chi. So they're trying to treat them really nice. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm not saying that I would lie to be able to get access to this, but if I were to go to one of these, I would be thinking to myself, damn, I really want to go back. This was a good time. I got to see a movie early. I got to do a review on it before everybody else. And I got a complimentary, buffet. I got gift baskets, stuff like that. You're going to do stuff. Even if he's not completely lying to us, he's going to upsell the movie a bit, maybe even subconsciously. Maybe it's not even on purpose, just so he's able to go back.
I'm sure there's a little bit of both in there. I guarantee you there's some people that will do it just so they stay in the cool kids club. So that they're the ones that, get that exclusive access because that's a badge on them. And then others that get influenced by the majesty of, kind of the show that they put on before the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and after, like right here. But Steven Yarnell sent in $5. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. He said, don't get me wrong, I always want comic book movies to be awesome, but when Access Media tries to oversell something to me, it's usually snake oil. I agree.
Yeah.
But it's like... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. Finish.
No, I was just going to say, if we're going to use that, if we're going to say every time Access Media oversells something, then it's trash, they oversell everything. So sometimes it's going to be the opposite of most of the time they're probably overselling it, but I think every once in a while they'll end up telling the truth. But most of the time your statement is 100% spot on.
Yeah, just take a look at what happened with He-Man.
I was going to bring that up too.
Yeah, it was almost a critic consensus that it was absolutely brilliant and so faithful to the franchise.
Certified fresh.
Oh, yeah. Then you look at what the audience reaction was, and they were just pissed off because there was nothing related to the original franchise. It pissed all over them.
And then for some reason they think simply because of the critic score, if the audience score is bad, they say it's a review bomb. It doesn't make any sense. But if it's the other way around, it's not a review bomb. It's stupid.
Every single time.
And
there's been proof that people have gone to review bomb positively for a number of films.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a one-way street, but you only see Rotten Tomatoes step in when the reviews are going negative.
Yep. And it's crazy.
For the big
He-Man
studio films.
I mean, even the He-Man thing was I think the He-Man audience score was down to like 23 or 24%, and they froze it, and now it's up to 39%.
Oh yeah, they messed with that hard.
You can see, dude. The Umbrella Guy did a video. I think it was either today or yesterday, and he was pretty much just exposing it. Like, if you go and look at the actual reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, if you go to 2 days ago, it's all just like 1 star, 2 star. But in the last couple of days, there's been a lot of 4 and 5 star reviews, and it's pretty obvious.
One of the things that I saw is you weren't even able to add in new reviews. They completely froze it, shut it down. There was one point I wasn't able to access and see what the original reviews were when it got when it was collapsing to that 20% mark. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it unfroze, it jumped up 7 to 10%. And I know one of the things they seem to do is they disregard all 1-star reviews.
Really?
That is something that they've done multiple times in the past, where they put in their algorithm and it takes out everything that's 1 star because they assume that's just a troll.
I did not know that at all. That is pretty stupid. Why even have the option to put a 1-star review if you're just going to take it out? That's pretty stupid.
So then it's not a 5-star system,
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, that's true. Um, but yeah, going back to this, I mean, look, like I said, I would never lie consciously, but I think that I don't know. I'm not saying John Campea is lying either. I'm just saying that these people, not John Campea himself, but these people, and honestly, yeah, including John Campea, would subconsciously like to come back to stuff like this because it is nice. And I don't think John
Yeah.
Campea, he doesn't need to see stuff early to get views. The guy, no, he's very well established on YouTube. He could never see another movie early and get the same amount of views. It doesn't matter. But a lot of these people, they need to see these movies early to get views because that's what their brand relies on. So they
Oh,
have
yeah.
to lie.
You know, and there's even a bunch of them that aren't YouTubers, and they want their review out first. You know, they're
Yeah.
writing for a magazine or newspaper or a blog.
Yeah, exactly. I think those are probably the worst ones. The journalists, like the you know, never mind. I'm not gonna call anybody out. Whatever.
The blue check marks.
Yeah, the people that work for the journalist access media, the written journalists. Those people are probably the worst. I think Glenn said that if Black Widow was released in place of Captain Marvel, it would have made $1 billion. You're probably right. I think they could have released, I don't know, any kind of movie, and it would have made $1 billion sandwiched between Infinity War and Endgame. It didn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the only things that saved it.
100%, dude. That movie is not making $1 billion if it's not sandwiched between those movies. X-Wing, I'm
there's no
sorry,
way.
man. I don't know what's timing you out. I gotta fix it. I know I say that every time, but I gotta fix it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've got something weird running in the background.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what? Okay, never mind. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, let me pull up the other reasons why I think that, you know, John Campea has an incentive to kind of upsell this film. Let's see. That's gonna take me a second. Let's see. You mind like reading some chats or something, Yeti?
Oh yeah, I can take a look.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I'm kind of amazed at all the people that like just come in to troll you.
I mean, I'm used to it at this point. I'm be honest. This is one of the cleaner streams that we've had. I'm sure they're coming soon, but you know, they're not here yet.
I mean, at least when I do it, I come to do it right to your face.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, here's the first little thing. I mean, never mind. Just read some chats.
I haven't seen any new chats come in. I was gonna start reading them, but
Oh, well, somebody give Yeti something to talk about real quick while I find this. I don't know. Read some
Okay.
old stuff. Fun fact:
like-
Justin will do a backflip. Yes, I will. I will actually do a backflip at 11K.
oh, I believe it. Let's see.
There you go.
Laney said, I feel like Captain Marvel was only a way to introduce Nick Fury and introduce the Avengers Initiative. Honestly, that and Monica were the main things that interested me. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things that the movie was riding on, especially the end sequence. I remember when those reviews came out, everybody was saying, you have to go see this for the end scene. You know, it sets up so much for Endgame. Very little talked about how good the movie was, because I think most people that went to see it and came out were rather disappointed.
All right, I'm not. Look, this thing is so far back. I'm not gonna go back to find it, but pretty much, John Campea is friends with Simu Liu. And look, I don't know the actual. I don't know what this actually means. If you don't know, Simu Liu is the lead actor of Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
What? Tell me what you think this means before I even say what I think it means, because I might be reading this totally out of context. Let's see.
Okay.
As this was today, August 17th. By the way, never did get my Kim's. He asked Simu Liu to sign his shirt, and Simu Liu like responded on Twitter and was like, "Yeah, if I see it, I'll sign it." Stuff like that. Never did get my Kim's Convenience shirt signed at the premiere. So although I love Shang-Chi, me and Simu Liu are dunzo. Hey John, want to watch the game? No, Simu, you and me are dunzo. Now I don't know if that's a quote from something. I don't know. Or if-
I don't think that's a. I think he's just saying what he would say to him.
If what he would say, or
Yeah.
is that Simu? Did Simu ask him to watch a game?
No, I think he's trying to make a joke. It's just not a good joke.
Okay. Because yeah,
Like, there's no real punchline. Dunzo.
it's just
you
like
edgy.
yeah, it's just like him kind of. It's him kind of bragging that him and Simu Liu are friends. So it's like I don't know. He just has so much incentive to upsell this film at this point. But I can pull something else up real quick too. Let's see.
Yeah,
I'll pull up his response to my tweet.
That one didn't seem particularly bad in any way. You know,
No, it's just the fact that he has a relationship with Simu. It's like he's not gonna want to talk bad because Simu has been, this like obviously Simu Liu really cares about this movie. He's like, he really cares about it. He even went after Bob Chapek. He cares about it so much.
Is there anything to suggest that they're actual close friends, or is it more just he's met the guy, kind of liked him, wanted to get his shirt signed?
They've had some response, like some back and forth on Twitter, but they're not actual close friends. I'm just saying, I don't know. That would be a bad look if he if he's been going back and forth on Twitter with the star of this film who's been hyping up his movie, and then he comes out and does his review and he's like, yeah, this movie was trash. That'd be a bad look. Let's see.
It would be honest if he really didn't like it.
Let me see. I mean, it would be honest, but it would be pretty messed up. Where's this at? Oh my god, dude. Why can I not find this? Okay, I found it.
Okay, X-Wing said, I don't like celebrities. I've met enough to learn they don't actually give an F. I mean, he's not wrong. There's a lot of people that have met them, and they often come across as fake or just nothing behind the eyes. Like they're so starved for attention that they want to say whatever's going to make them popular, so they don't really have thoughts themselves. And I've heard that backed up when it comes to the casting directors. You don't want to piss off any of the casting directors because those are the people giving you the jobs, and they all talk to each other. So you say and repeat whatever they're saying. That's been a big issue I've heard of multiple times.
Yeah. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, I really appreciate it if you did. Let me try to pull up the @real quick. I always forget where it's at. Here it is. If you're not following me on Twitter,
too. I'm much cooler.
Nah, don't follow Yeti. Don't follow Yeti.
I'm much cooler.
Yeti got enough followers, dude. He got enough famous people following him. I need some followers. Yeah, but here is where he's talking about his, people have been accusing him of being a shill. They've been going after him, as I'm sure he gets after every single review he ever does. I mean, look, man, that's totally fine if you think it's a reach. It's totally fine. I don't really give a shit, I'm just saying what my opinion is. If you don't like what I'm saying, I'm not talking to you. It is what it is. John Campia says, vowing to never go back to Disneyland, criticizing justifiably CEO Bob Chapek almost daily, being worried about the MCU because I haven't loved any of their last three things. John hates Disney, clearly on Warner Bros. Payroll now. John sees and loves Shang-Chi. John is a Disney shill. I'm sure that is how it feels for him,
Yeah.
I'm a very small YouTuber, and I kind of get that as well. Like it feels like at times you can't do anything right, but whenever you are, I mean,
well,
I don't know this.
Negativity attracts people more. Like there's things in our brain that get triggered by the negative stuff. We're predisposed to see that.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know this for sure, but did he see any of the? I don't know. I mean, I guess he did kind of see a couple of episodes of Loki and stuff early. So I guess, yeah, I don't know. But he gave good reviews for all that stuff. Saying that he didn't love Loki, I think he said that he didn't like 2 of the episodes. So, I mean, he didn't love it, but he gave it a pretty good review. I would say overall, he said it was pretty good. I remember him hyping it like crazy after he saw the first 2 episodes early. So,
yeah, I didn't see what his reviews were, so I've got no basis on whether or not he was more positive or negative.
Well, I remember for the first 2, he was hyping it up like crazy. And honestly, rightfully so. I liked the first 2 episodes. I think it got kind of trash at the end. At the finale, I didn't like. Everything up to that, I was okay with. But anyway, after all that, I was like, so Shang-Chi is better than Infinity War? Because he said it was the best since Logan. And usually, a lot of people regard Infinity War as one of the best comic book movies ever. That's obviously debatable. But it seems I don't even think it's the best MCU movie, honestly. But it seems to be the
Well, when you break
opinion.
down the movie. Oh, sorry, I thought you're done.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, yeah, when you break down Infinity War, there's a lot of issues in there.
Yeah, for sure.
But when it came out, it was very much a fun movie that you can enjoy. It's just as soon as you step back and start taking a look at some of these threads and plot decisions, character decisions, then the movie starts falling apart more and more. But as popcorn flick, it's exceptional.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's one of the best because I'm not even a fan of those popcorn movies. Like Suicide Squad. I understand that Suicide Squad 2 was a good movie for what it was trying to be. The thing is, that's just not my type of movie. But for Infinity War, I really did like it because I really like good villains.
I don't like that comparison though, because there's a lot in Suicide Squad that I really didn't like, and I don't know, calling it the same type of popcorn flick. I think Infinity War was definitely better than Suicide Squad.
Well, yeah, there's definitely different types of popcorn flicks. Like, I wouldn't say that Godzilla versus Kong is the same thing as Infinity War. I'm just saying that they, or Fast and Furious is the same thing as Infinity War. I'm just saying they're all kind of turn your brain off and just enjoy it. Yeah, that's usually not my type.
The Kong versus Godzilla seems more in line with the Suicide Squad, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, me too. I agree with that. Or like even Tomorrow War would be in that category as well.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's a good comparison too. Like you can really enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong. And I watched that movie. I watched the Tomorrow War a couple times because I really enjoyed sitting down and just turning off my brain. But I know as soon as I start thinking about the details, it falls apart so fast. But I had fun, and at the end of the day, I think that's kind of what matters right now.
Yeah. I don't mean to turn this into a Star Wars stream. X-Wing says, is this what it's like listening to Star Wars fans when you're not a Star Wars fan? Because it's mind-boggling. Yeah. But do you think that we could ever have a Star Wars movie that's kind of a turn your brain off popcorn movie?
I think it's possible. And I know I got some pushback on the last stream I was on with you when I was saying, there's a possibility that you could go in that direction, especially with Taika Waititi. He's got a very particular style, and as long as he makes a good movie, people might enjoy it. But I remember you guys saying like, no, it's got to feel like Star Wars and fit in that. But my thing is, we've had a whole bunch of movies that didn't feel like Star Wars to me. So if it breaks away from what we've been getting, it seems positive in my mind.
I don't think people would accept it, but that's just me. I don't know if Episode 3 was a popcorn movie. There was definitely a lot of action. It was kind of nonstop action, but I would say there was more plot to it than Infinity War. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Star Wars fan. I don't know.
Wait, Episode 3. Are we talking
Revenge of the Sith?
Okay. See, I wasn't sure if you're back on Loki or Star Wars.
It's the damn Star Wars quicksand, man. It's like you mention the Star Wars and you can't get out of it. We'll talk about Visions later, all right? Let's get off the Star Wars talk right now. But anyway, I said Shang-Chi is better than Infinity War because he said that it was the best thing since Logan. So I was just like, let me just ask the damn question. That's what everybody's wondering. Is this better than Infinity War and Endgame and Ragnarok and all that? He was like, in my opinion, yes. You may not have seen, or you might not have the same experience that I did, but for me, yes. Infinity War wasn't a top 5 comic book movie to me anyway. So, yeah, I don't know.
Do we know what his top 5 were?
Somebody asked and they never responded. Let's see.
Because I'd really like to know what those top 5s were.
He has a strange taste in movies. Sometimes I really agree with him, but sometimes it's a little strange. But I mean, to say that it's better, and look, say whatever you want about Infinity War, but a lot of people like that movie. And if this movie is better than Infinity War, at worst, it won't be awful.
Yeah,
that's always good. Good for.
I hope it's true.
Yeah,
I always want the movies to be good.
Yeah, me too. Logan was the best film they had put out outside the Marvel universe. Rinse and repeat formula. Yeah, I agree. Logan was really good, dude. Logan.
Oh, it's exceptional. Same with
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like
Deadpool was
the
really good,
first
too.
was, I thought the first was top notch.
Yeah. I haven't seen a Deadpool movie that I don't like. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah, the second one was great. I don't think it was as good as the first.
Yeah, I
but
have
it
a
was
theory
still
on that.
great.
I have a theory on why people hate sequels, or not hate, but why it's never as liked. And it's I feel like I could just use Star Wars as an example, but then we would just start talking about Star Wars again. But Star
Don't
Wars
worry,
is like
I'll manage to bring us back out of it.
I know you always will.
No, I like Star Wars. I just can't go on for 4 hours like you guys.
I hate to break it to you, but Visions is the next topic. But what's up, Kaylee? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Yeah, let me turn this off. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Star Wars is kind of a perfect example. There hasn't really been the thing about all the people that grew up with the originals. They didn't like the or they didn't like the prequels. If you talk to people, I'm young, so I don't know. But if you talk to people that were around during that time, a lot of them say that the prequel hate was way worse than the sequel hate ever was. So you think about the people that grew up with the prequels, they hate the sequels, and then the people, everybody liked the Mandalorian, everybody liked the Clone Wars, stuff like that, because it was original. It wasn't a sequel. It was the first Star Wars live action show was the Mandalorian, and now I have a fear that the Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett is not going to be the Mandalorian. So people aren't going to like the Book of Boba Fett because it's not the Mandalorian. So it's just it's like an endless cycle.
To add on to your point, and to bring it back out of it, so I think the actual reason why people dislike sequels as much as the original, it has a lot more to do with story structure and character growth. Is when you're writing the first one, you've got a very particular idea in the character and a flaw that they're trying to overcome. Now, by the end of the movie, you have to have overcome that in order to have the full character arc. Now, going into a sequel, you've already overcome your first major flaw that was preventing you at the start of the movie. So they have to come up with something completely different in order to create another plot.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of movies that just try and repeat the same flaws that were in the first. And, that's a failure because then it loses the stakes of the original.
That's true. Whenever something like the original trilogy happens, it's probably just because the creator, which happened to be George Lucas, had an idea. And then, but then you watch like interviews and you read books and stuff about how George went about creating the originals. And certain people will say that he actually wrote the original trilogy as the prequel trilogy, as the prequel trilogy and the originals put together, and then he cut it in half because it was just too much to fit in one trilogy.
Well, okay, so what I heard, and I'm sure there's many Star Wars fans that could absolutely disprove it, but I heard he wrote out the idea, and at the time, it wasn't possible to do the visual things he wanted to do for the prequels, so he had to start off with the original trilogy. Like, there just wasn't the technological ability at the time.
Yeah, I guess so, but maybe I don't know. I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was in that order, or if it was in the order of, hey, we happen to have this cool technology that we didn't have during the original trilogy. Let's go ahead and use it. I don't know.
Yeah. This is where there's probably documentation saying otherwise. I'm guessing it closer to the truth is he had the idea of the backstory, which leads into the original character creation, because he had to build up an entire world, and you've got to have all these different elements, and it's essentially the iceberg theory for writing. You build an iceberg and you make it look, massive, and let people start filling in the gaps from below the surface.
Yeah. Yeah. But X-Wing, real quick, thank you for the $5, man. If people think this is better than Infinity War, then it's a failure on Infinity War as a movie, not a success for Shang-Chi. Well, we don't know how good Shang-Chi is going to be yet. You know, it could actually be better than Infinity War. Who knows? Well, it's not like we know much about the director of this movie. They kind of just, you know, he's an indie director. He hasn't directed anything like this yet. So he could be an amazing director. Maybe they had a great story. Apparently, you know, a lot of these reviews are saying that this origin story is not like any of the other origin stories that we've seen in Marvel. So maybe they have a new take on origin stories. And Feige said a while back that they are tired of the old origin story ways. Like, they don't want to do that anymore. They want to have a new style of origin stories because people are tired of the old way that they did it. So maybe they have a new take that's really cool. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just saying that I don't think that I don't think all of these people are being 100% true to themselves whenever they hype this movie up this much. Let's see. Yeah, I saw this. He supposedly told J.J. Abrams, make it look like you always had it written, which is to say he probably had the ideas for the prequels. Well, George has said in an interview, like explicitly said, he was like, I had no plan. The key is to make it look like you had a plan all along. With that being said, he definitely had an outline. He definitely had in his head where he wanted the overall story to go.
Yeah.
And he made some changes along the way.
Yeah, which a lot of writers do. Because as you go, you start thinking of more and more things, but you have a general structure that you come up with beforehand. You know, that happens all the time, and that's what I'm guessing happened.
For sure. There is no possible way that you can tell a story that good over 6 movies without having known what the story was going to be in the first place. There's just no way. Oh my God. These people are
just
relentless.
got dedicated people hating it.
It's crazy, dude.
Like the one thing, I don't know who they were calling a tough guy, but I didn't think we were doing anything particularly bad.
That? Who said that? Or how long ago was this?
Oh, it's only a few back, but I don't know. It's just making me laugh because I didn't think we said anything, you know, that controversial.
I have to find this, dude. I have to see. I did not see this. I don't know. I don't see it at all, but that's hilarious. Wait, which side do you fall on? Just now you said you don't know how good Shang-Chi is, but last week you were adamant that it was going to fail. Well, the thing is, being a good movie and failing are two separate things. These people, Disney, Marvel, they're not making these movies to be good movies. Obviously, they want it to be good, but they're making it to make money. And if it doesn't make money, if it doesn't make them a profit, then it's a failure. It could still be a good movie. It could be an amazing movie, the best movie of all time, in fact, and still be a failure if it doesn't make enough money.
And also, like, why do you have to be on a side? You can come up with new information, change your opinions. You know, it's kind of what humans do. When you see something new, you form a new idea. You don't just pick one side and stay with that come hell or high water. Yeah.
There are movies that have absolutely bombed. I forgot which one. I was looking it up today, and there was one movie that there's been a lot of them, but there's movies that have bombed, absolutely bombed at the box office, and are now deemed as classics. It happens all the time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you just said that the box office kind of determines if it's a good movie or not. Could you clarify?
I was saying that, and in the eyes of the studios and the eyes of the corporations that are behind these movies, they are not making these movies so that they have a good Rotten Tomatoes score. Obviously, they want it to, but all they want is a profit.
Okay. Yeah, so that clarifies it, because, yeah, there's plenty of fantastic movies that, you know, did terrible at the box office. But when it comes to the studio side of things, they don't get a sequel if they don't make money.
Right.
Like, they just cut that off because the studios are there to make money. They're not there to put out bombs of good movies.
And yeah, Shang-Chi ain't making $1 billion, bro. I'm sorry to break it to you. There's no movies making $1 billion.
People are so aggressive to you.
I don't even know what I do, dude. It's crazy. But
you know, I think they're just all jealous of your pretty smile.
Probably. I can't help it. Sorry, I'll try to keep my mouth closed. I don't know where the confusion is. You pointed out success doesn't equal a good movie. Exactly. Like, people are saying, Well, I talk about the Suicide Squad sometimes in videos, and I'll be like, the Suicide Squad flopped as well as Black Widow, and they're like, what do you mean? Suicide Squad was an amazing movie. I'm like, you idiots! It still flopped, even if you like the movie, even if it's the best movie ever.
Yeah, there's
flopped.
two different things there.
Yeah,
And the first one, which people seem to universally hate, did exceptionally well at the box office.
yeah, it goes
You know-
both ways. It could be a really good movie that doesn't make money, so it doesn't get a sequel, and there could be really bad movies that make a lot of money, so it gets a sequel.
Yeah,
It works both ways.
Sometimes it's really intriguing marketing that just gets people to fill the seats. Other times the idea ends up selling it. Word of mouth, and it's just got this thing built up, and so people. What?
I'm sorry, but if Jeffrey is upset, why is he watching? That's a great question. I don't know. Any views count regardless of good or bad. You're still giving Justin your time and your view. That is what it is. I'm gonna still respond to him so he sticks around. But yeah, if he wants to waste his time watching somebody that he hates, that's on him, man. You're still giving me a view. But yeah, go ahead, Yeti. Sorry.
Oh no! I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I'm just more intrigued by this downvote number.
Oh, dude, it's been the last few days. I think it's because I'm talking about Shang-Chi and Visions and stuff.
But what is that like? I haven't seen that many people going crazy about Shang-Chi. On Twitter, there isn't this a massive following.
Well, I also got a certain cult that just comes and gives me like 10 downvotes on every video and stream no matter what. But
they must have grabbed a couple alt accounts just to really stick it to you.
yeah.
Take this fake internet point.
Well, for a while, I had a group of bots that was coming after me on every single video, just spamming my comments over and over and over. Like, and it would always be like, the original commenter would be the same person every time, and they would comment and immediately have 10 replies saying, yeah, I agree with this, and like just obvious bots, and they would all dislike, like they would get the bots to dislike the account or the video. It's crazy.
Like, how much time do you have on your hands
I
that
don't
you
know,
need to
man.
go to multiple accounts just to give it that downvote?
Watch John Campia's show from today. He did a review and analyzed that review, which he will back. So pretty much he just doubled down on his review. Yeah, I mean, a movie can definitely flop and suck at the same time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, it's just, I don't know. Correlation doesn't always equal causation, but sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Like,
one of the good examples is probably Alita Battle Angel. Like, that's got a massive following that, people seem to overwhelmingly love, but it just didn't do that well at the box office. So
yep.
It's unlikely to get a sequel. Now, there's been more talks recently, and especially since I guess they were bought by Disney. I think, what's his name? The Terminator director. I'm totally spacing on it.
No, it's all good. I have no idea. I forgot.
You're just staring at the chats now, aren't you? Didn't even hear what
I
I
know
just
what
said.
you said. You said who was the Terminator director, but I honestly have no idea.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I don't know.
That hurts.
Oh,
thank you. Oh God, that was gonna drive me nuts. Thank you very much.
wait, he directed the new Terminator?
No, not the new one. I'm talking about
okay.
the original. The only one's worth watching.
I thought you were talking about the new one. I didn't think that you blanked on James Cameron. My bad.
Oh no. Why would I care about the Dark Fate one?
I don't know.
Nobody cares about that.
I don't know. I didn't watch
No.
it.
Yeah, that's why I was getting so annoyed because I forgot James Cameron's name.
But what about him?
Oh.
He's doing, or there's a possibility he'll do a lead.
That's what I was saying. It sounds like he's pushing to try and get a sequel made.
Okay,
Yeah.
that would be good. I would like to see an Alita sequel.
Oh yeah, I would love to see that too. But it was just an example of a movie that didn't do well that seems to be universally loved.
Yeah, dude, it happens a lot. I forgot. Maybe it was Blade Runner that I was thinking of earlier, but I don't know. There's a lot of them. I'm far from being a bot, but your channel is another toxic channel. You'll never succeed. X-Wing says, sounds kind of body, Jeff.
Thanks, Mom.
Why, dude? It's funny. I don't give a shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's way easier because I actually like read their stuff. Maybe I should stop, but at the same time, it's just too much fun. I don't know. People tell me to stop, but probably not gonna stop anytime soon.
Well, yeah, you're just feeding the trolls, and that's the first rule. You don't feed the trolls.
But they keep coming back and giving me views.
No, that's because you're feeding them. That's why they're
giving
coming
me
back.
views. They're feeding me.
Anyways, I think Lainey just said that she hasn't seen it. I highly recommend watching Alita. Like, I thought it was fantastic. I didn't watch it for the longest time, and once I did, I'm like, oh, damn. Like, I was missing out. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I did have issues with it, and I'll freely say that, because I think the movie, the way is set up, didn't do a complete arc, so the ending kind of falls flat. It's way too abrupt. Doesn't mean I don't like it, but I can still talk about all the flaws that were in it.
Yeah. This guy keeps pointing out that Ghostbusters 2016 sucks. It really does suck. And usually I'd make fun of you for bringing that up multiple times, but you can bring it up all you want. That movie was horrible. Got any thoughts on Ghostbusters 2016, Yeti?
Oh my god, it's miserable. It is so
I saw that
miserable.
in the theaters, man. I was just like, I don't know how I stuck it out through the whole thing.
I tried to go back and watch a second time, just to make sure that I wasn't going in with, some biased mind. Because I know prior to seeing it, I kept hearing how bad it was. So I wanted to go and see if I was being influenced. I couldn't finish it that second time. I'm like, no, I'm so done with this. This is not worth the time.
Well, back in 2016, I mean, I was like, what, like 17 or something. So I really didn't know about. Yeah, like, I don't know, 6.5, something like that. Yeah, so I didn't really know about all these like agendas being pushed in Hollywood. I didn't know about that stuff. So I went in totally expecting it to be, another Ghostbusters movie, and it just was not. It was not. It was not fun. That was when I started to wake up a little bit. But Steven Yarnell sent in $5. Really appreciate that, Steven. Thank you for always supporting, by the way. Steven's like in every single stream, super chatting all the time. I really appreciate that, man. He says, here's some money so that you don't succeed. Appreciate that. I will definitely make sure that I never succeed. Thank you for you. X-Wing also says, just ensuring that you fail. Thank you, guys. I love all my haters. They all send me money. Thank you so much. Yeah, did you think I was younger? Everybody thinks I'm so young. I mean, I am kind of young, but I'm not like 13. People always think I'm like under 18. I'm 22.
Well, I'm only going to believe that once I see your ID.
That I'm 22?
I'm carding you. I am carding you on stream.
Oh my god. I'm definitely not pulling it up on stream.
No. It's more just fun at this point.
Oh, you thought I was older? That's a change of pace. Everybody thinks I'm younger. Yeah, I mean, it sucks because the deeper I dive into this, the less I'm able to like stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Even though I have a very small voice and a very small channel, I always want to. All right, Yeti. Okay, dude. This man said, subscribe to YetiCast like that's not himself.
I was just waiting for you to see that. Oh, God.
But anyway, yeah, hopefully pop culture can get back to where it should be. But hopefully it doesn't swing back too far in the other way.
I know. I'm worried about that too. Because I really don't want it to jump in the opposite direction. Like, we've already swung way too far on the one side. It will be a shame if it goes way too far to the other.
Yeah.
I just,
really would.
just make good stories with intriguing characters that have some interesting flaws. Like, just basic story elements. Let's just get there.
Yeah. It's really not that difficult. It's not that deep. Like, I've been thinking about, and I know, it's Star Wars again. I'm sorry. But I'll think about because I've been rewatching like the Mandalorian and some of the prequel or some of the sequels and stuff. Just cause. Uh, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, maybe these guys, they didn't have a plan. Is that really the director's fault? Is that really the filmmaker's fault? Maybe they really did do the best that they could, and I don't know if anyone could do better. But then I start thinking of just the ideas that we can come up with off the top of our head on a stream, and I'm just like, yeah, they could do way better. I could do better. It's like it's sad, dude. It's really sad.
Well, one of the questions is how much studio interference is there, because that really can change a movie, and we've seen that with so many of the WB movies. I believe. Oh, what was it? Oh, I'm blanking on the name, but there's been numerous WB movies that they were just ripping apart and then piecing back together. Oh, okay. The original Suicide Squad. We know the David Ayer cut was far different, and there was way more story. Supposedly, it's also supposed to be finished, but the studio said this wasn't going to work, cut it up and put it out, and people absolutely disliked that. Where the Joker, it was so low budget that they didn't care at all, so they kind of just let the director do his own thing, and that movie ended up impressing everyone.
Yeah. I mean, even James Gunn, didn't he come out and say the same thing, that this movie that's being released is not the one that he made? It's not his cut?
I haven't heard that about this one.
I'm pretty sure James Gunn came out and said that a couple of days before they released it. I don't know.
Someone also mentioned Dread, and that was another fantastic movie that didn't do well in the box office. So we won't see a sequel to that, but man, I want to see a sequel. That movie was fantastic on so many different levels.
Yeah. Damn, I was about to say something, I forgot. Oh, you didn't. You're here live. What do you mean? We're live right now.
This is live.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I would imagine that most movies that are made by big studios, the movie that comes out isn't what the director had in mind. I would imagine that that's what happens on most movies.
It all depends on the director's contract, because Patty Jenkins for Wonder Woman 1984 had essentially full reign over what went into that movie, where the original one, it's one of the examples where the studio interference actually improved a movie, because they were over top of her, telling her what she could and couldn't do, and because of its success, they let her, make the second one without interfering too much, and that one just turned out to be an absolute slog.
Yeah, let's just, I don't even know what the hell's gonna pop up, but I just want to go through some of the Twitter reviews real quick, and then we'll talk about Visions for a little while. But yeah, 1984 was not very good. You were right on that. This guy says, the bullet points that everybody else is saying. I've seen Shang-Chi, a martial arts epic proper, but most unexpectedly, a moving tragedy about fathers, sons, and the crushing weight of. What is that word, Yeti? Help me. Filial?
Enhance that for me.
Enhance. Oh, I'm enhancing the wrong page. Hold on. Where'd it go?
Where is it?
Where the hell did the word go, dude? It just, right here.
Right. Filial?
I don't know what the hell that means, dude. I don't know if that makes me stupid or not. Maybe, is that how you become a movie critic? Just use a bunch of words that nobody knows?
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
anyway.
you got to up your, pretentious level.
Asian audiences especially. Oh, there we go. There's an inclusivity. The Asian audiences especially will feel their hearts swell. There we go. Finally somebody mentioned it. Simu Liu is charming and formidable. Tony Leung, Long, still the GOAT.
Okay, yeah, it fits in the sentence. It means of or due from a son or daughter.
All right. What's up, Force of Light? How y'all doing? I'm assuming it's this Michelle. What's up, Michelle? Damn, everybody just got a dictionary on deck, huh? Appreciate it. Great job with that creative thumbnail, though. Got my click. So what you're doing, it does work. Appreciate that, dude. I like to clickbait people and just lie constantly. That's what I do. Wow,
And
now
you
that
do
is
it
how.
so well.
Thank you so much, Yeti. What's up, Michelle? How you doing? That is how you introduce a character into the MCU. Shang-Chi is a total knockout. The balance of humor and heart is surprisingly solid, but the action is next level. Man, if I watch this movie and the action is not the best action I've seen in a long time, that's going to be a big disappointment because everybody's just like, action, action, action. So great.
Yeah, everybody's hitting on that.
Yeah.
I really do hope I hope it's this good. But I go in with reservations because of all the other movies and shows we've seen time and time again where, the critics were raving about it, then the audience score comes out and it is wildly different.
Yeah. Dude, it happens like so often.
Oh, absolutely. It's gone to the point where I don't even bother looking to the Rotten Tomatoes score because I don't think there's any value in it anymore. 10, 15 years ago, it was a good way to judge a movie.
Yeah. I mean, I usually wouldn't do a stream like this either because I'm going to be honest, I don't really give a shit what any of these people say. It's just the fact that it's so overwhelmingly positive. Like, they're all saying the same exact thing. So that's why I felt the need to actually talk about it. This movie doesn't look like my type of movie either, I'll be honest. But after these reviews, I mean, I'll definitely go see it day one just so I can talk about it. But yeah, the Rotten Tomato scores, the critic score, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I find that the audience score is way more accurate.
I'll just say, I usually just say Denny because I don't know how to say his name actually, but Villeneuve.
Dennis?
Villeneuve. That's how you say it, right?
Oh, I think so. I know Zach sent me a message
You
the
thought I
last
couldn't
time you
say
tried to
Dennis?
say this.
You thought I couldn't say Dennis, dude?
Yeah. Like, what? This guy can't read Dennis? What is going on here?
No, it's Villeneuve, right?
I'm just going to say yes.
Whenever I say his name, I always say Villeneuve, but whenever I read it, I say I say dumb shit. So I don't know. But I don't know.
I just say dumb shit regardless.
Justin and Yeti was just praising Infinity War. Were we? I like Infinity War. I'm not gonna lie.
I said it was enjoyable. I said there's a lot of flaws in it. Like I broke down. Like, as soon as you start looking at the plot details and the character arcs, there are a lot of flaws. But as a popcorn movie, it works.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's high praise. Like,
Did you just say that it's the best movie of all time? Did anyone post a negative review of this movie or say it was average? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All these reviews are suspiciously too positive. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. If
are you able to bring up the Rotten Tomatoes? Like, has that already been started?
I don't know.
Because that would be good to see with this.
Rotten Tomatoes.
And,
like, think back to the Black Widow scores.
Yeah, I was just about to read that. I just saw that in the chat. The Black Widow scores were rather high and very positive reviews, but the audience score was not.
Yeah, no ratings yet for Shang-Chi on Rotten Tomatoes. But even for Black Widow, they were very high. They were very good reviews. But even some people were like, it was an average movie. It was like the John Campea type people were just like, it was all right. It wasn't anything mind-blowing, but you should go see it because it has implications for the MCU. But for this movie,
the audience score for Black Widow is actually higher than the tomato meter. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, the only thing I'm not sure if that's changed because I didn't see it when it first came out, is we do know they screw with numbers, but that would be a rather big jump if it was low to going that high, because 91 is unusually high.
How do you get certified fresh? What is certified fresh?
So more positive more positive reviews than negative in the aggregate. And they do Oh, they mess around with this. Usually it's got to hit, I believe, over 60%. And that's 60% of the average score being positive. Now, this is where some of the issues come into play, because there have been some rather negative reviews from a critic that would say give it, a 2 out of 5. But Rotten Tomatoes would end up counting it as a positive review, and that would go towards putting it in increasing the tomato meter. So it's really not a positive review by the person, but they said one nice thing. It's like, oh, the cinematography was good, so they counted it as something positive, when the overall was 2 out of 5.
Yeah, because I noticed that the Masters of the Universe show is no longer certified fresh, but it still has a pretty high tomato meter, so I don't understand.
I'm gonna look this up.
I check it pretty much daily. Yeah,
No, it's still at 94 in,
but it's not certified fresh, so that's why it's weird.
No, I'm pretty sure that counts as certified fresh.
Well, look, okay, hold on.
Because it's just, it's got the tomato, and that's fresh, and if it's rotten, and it's got the kind of broken up, the squashed tomato.
You see how this one, it says 94, and it's just a tomato?
Yeah.
And if we go to... What the hell? Get off the screen. Look, Black Widow, or this is Green Knight. I was looking at Green Knight. But it says 88% and it's certified fresh here. So I don't know. But, what's really sad? I haven't seen this movie yet, but I'm really sad that the audience score is so low. Because I was actually looking forward to it. But you want to go into the Visions talk now? Or do we have anything else to talk about?
Well, we can do that. Okay, so... I don't know. One last thing. I think maybe it's because they've frozen it. Because if you look at the icon, it's kind of blurred out. So it might still be frozen.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because I was that on a couple other ones.
I was saying that the audience score was 49. I wasn't talking about the critic score. The Green Knight is awesome. Well, that's good to hear, because I've heard nothing but disappointment out of most people.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. The trailers look so good, but I don't know. And A24 is usually pretty good, but I don't know. I'll definitely check it out for myself and see. But did you watch?
It was a movie that was supposed to be released, I think, several years ago, maybe around 5. But yeah, they didn't really have faith in it, and it only got released now. So I really don't know what that means for the movie.
I'm looking at this. You're welcome. But yeah, let me real quick. We got 59 people watching. If y'all could,
and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel.
Also, go subscribe to YetiCast because he's super awesome.
Nah, don't subscribe to YetiCast.
You want to do it. You want to.
Yeah, go subscribe to the YetiCast, everybody. You can put your link in the chat again, Yeti, if you want. I give you permission.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was waiting for the permission. I wasn't typing it as we were speaking.
Oh, man. I love Mike Zero so much.
Oh, okay. So, Vision.
Oh, yeah, Visions. You saw the trailer, right?
I haven't seen the latest one.
Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're
let's
getting copyright claims on this one. Let's check it out.
Well, you could take off some of the audio, unless the audio is really important.
If we're doing it, we're getting claimed, man. I don't care.
Okay. Well, then just cut it out after the show.
No, we're getting claimed. That's what it is.
Fine, let's burn it all down.
Yeah, everybody go subscribe to YetiCast.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, man. What's up, 2 Star Wars nerds?
Check out my
yeah, shut up, Yeti. Nobody cares. No.
latest trailer and the latest roast. The Army of the Dead one is hilarious. Same with the He-Man trailer I made.
Yeah, everybody go subscribe to YetiCast. His stuff is actually really funny. It really is. But yeah, 2 Star Wars nerd says, "What's up, buddy? Congrats again on the Amazing Charity stream." Yeah, that was That was pretty wild, and I appreciate you for coming on and supporting the stream and all that stuff. That was crazy, man. And shout out to Yeti as well. He was there. You were there the whole time, right? All
Yeah.
3.5 hours.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that was
I
a lot.
wasn't going to bail on the kids. I mean, they go through
Yeah.
way more than I do. I could, sit for a couple hours and be a little hungry.
Right.
I'm just so proud of everyone for raising 2,200.
Yeah, 2250, 2254, I think it was.
Yeah. God, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. I set the goal originally at 500, and I didn't know if we were gonna hit 500, and we ended up hitting 2200. It's wild, dude. I appreciate everybody here. I need a name for everybody. I need a name for like my members and stuff. I don't know. I'm so bad at coming up with names.
The Whiteners.
The Whiteners, dude. Jesus Christ. A lot of kids will have their teeth really white now. That's true. We're able to purchase teeth whitening kits for all the kids.
Maybe you could call them the bicuspids.
What about Lost Tribe? I feel like the Lost Tribe is too easy. I don't know. Something like that. Lost
Call
Tribe,
them Waldo then.
Waldo?
Yeah. You
No,
got
it
the
has to be
Waldo
like a
level.
group. I can't be the Waldo. That's just a one guy.
No, but you got different levels. Or you just call it the Waldo Army, something like that. Waldo Invasion.
I don't know.
Which
Should
would
I
be
do Lost
terrifying.
Tribe? Lost Tribe? I don't know. It's kind of cool. I just feel like it's too easy. I want to be more creative than that. Dude, we're not. Do you realize that everyone here, I would assume, wants all these movies to be really good, and we want them to succeed. And I would say that me and Yeti are actually fans of movies. It's crazy, right? We actually like movies. We actually want them to succeed. Knights of Justice.
I know.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It seems so insane that I started a YouTube channel because I actually despise talking about movies. It's not because I love the art of filmmaking.
Yeah.
And I just want everything to fail.
And it's crazy because I do make a lot of negative videos. I will concede that, but that's because a lot of negative shit happens every single day that I feel like talking about. And when we come on streams, it's not like we only trash movies. If a movie comes up that we like, we talk positively about the movie.
We have mentioned several.
Yeah.
Just today alone that we absolutely loved.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, I'll do streams. It's crazy because Yeti's not like that big of a Star Wars fan, but when I do streams with X-Wing in them, whether that's on my channel or his channel, we talk for 2.5 hours straight, and we just theorize about Star Wars, like for 2.5 hours straight. It's not like we're sitting there either trashing the movies or sucking them off. We theorize about Star Wars for 2.5 hours. That's
Man, that was a rather big extreme. So you go from trashing to sucking off, man.
I mean, Lost Colony, Lost Tribe. I might do a poll or something. I might set up a poll.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Well,
'Cause everybody has a name. I
That
don't
goes
have
with
a
you
name.
sucking things off. So you got to have a poll.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh man. One more time for the
And
kids.
if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel.
Whoa, what was that?
I cannot get over his hand. I can't. It's a prop. It's like comes into the side. He's like, please support the channel. All right. Anyway.
Because there's a master of puppets above, like pulling all the strings.
Oh my god. All right. Let's watch this. I didn't know
Okay,
that you haven't
let's
seen
watch
this. This is awesome.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna have to mute my mic because it'll echo.
100年もお前のことよ。ジェダイいう偉大な戦士
I gotta find it English dubbed. We ain't doing this. Hold on. I gotta find the English dubbed version. Let's see.
Is it is the original supposed to be in that, or in Japanese?
They
in
posted
English?
them at the same time, so I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, they're both on the Star Wars official channel.
Long ago, a great warrior came to this village. and entrusted our ancestors with this. Its power and responsibility now lie.
It seemed like a bad way to get stuff in your eye. Oh no, it just froze on me.
It froze?
Yeah, can you back up like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, one thing that I'll say
Yeah.
off the bat, the animation does look really good for most of these art styles. For some of them,
yeah.
it looks a little childish at times, but for most of them, it's really good.
I was actually just going to say that. Like, right off the bat, the animation looks exceptional.
Yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of good things I'll say about this for sure.
With you.
Well, also, I really like, my bad for pausing it, but
No, that's okay.
really-
Well, yeah, go ahead.
no, I really like how they like started off in the beginning with the like normal Star Wars music, like traditional. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the Force theme or not, but X-Wing. I can send you the link, dude, if you want to come. But I just thought we were gonna talk about this on Friday. But we can do both. I don't care. But yeah, I like how they started off with like the original Star Wars like Force theme, and then they went into this like, you know, their own little style of music. I like that.
Yeah.
You've been guided by the Force since you were born.
At last, the moment arrives.
It's the first time I've confronted such darkness.
So far, I'm digging most of these.
Yeah.
The only one that doesn't quite seem right is the 3D. But I'm not sure if the 3D one is this or that one. But there was like two different ones. One looked absolutely incredible, and then there is, you know, this close up of the face that just the 3D rendering never quite looks right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
so
I mean-
far, this looks good.
This is so cool. This is
Yeah.
so cool looking, dude. This guy is gonna be my favorite character. I can already tell. Or girl. Not gonna assume their gender. Sorry.
Oh,
But-
well, if it's someone really big, you know it's going to be a girl. That's
that-
how they're drawing them these
Right
days.
there, the
That's
port.
true. That's true.
Yeti
What'd you say,
Cast,
Axel?
what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey. Oh, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Good to see you on stream, Justin. What's going on? Thank you for bringing me in. This is like, it's important to me. So
Yeah, of course, dude. I always
that's Luke's theme. It's not the Force theme. That's the
I always
thing.
get them mixed up. I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, it's weird. They use it everywhere, but
Oh, now everybody in the chat just shamed Justin for getting it wrong.
I knew X-Wing would
Yeah.
know the answer.
there you go.
So can you make the Force theme with your mouth real quick?
Can I
Like,
make the
Just hum it. Just hum it so I can know what it is. I have to know now.
just imagine like the intro to Star Wars.
That's okay. That's the Force theme. Okay.
Am I mistaken right now?
I
Hold on.
always thought it was backwards for some reason. I always thought they played the Force theme whenever Luke was looking at the twin suns.
Maybe the Force theme is you know what? You're right. The Force theme.
Ah, let's go, dude.
You just shamed
Oh.
a guy with $6,000 worth of collectibles.
So Justin was right. So everybody now shame
Now
X-Wing.
turn around and shame X-Wing.
Yeah.
There you go.
The only reason why I know that is because I've gotten it wrong so many times and been corrected so many times. But
Yeah, Justin just played a reverse card from Uno.
That was the time I went on theories, and then we were talking about Rogue One, and I was like, there were no Bothans in Rogue One, and they're like, bro, that was Death Star 2.
but yeah, as you can see right here, fire spray,
Like one?
fire spray.
Like what? And Tamara Morrison is going to voice Boba for the episode.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. That's gonna be so cool. I love seeing like he's all over Star Wars now. I remember back in, I said this in my video today, but I remember back whenever it was leaked by his agency that he was going to be playing Boba in Mando season 2, they also leaked, the agency had it posted on their site, and they said that he was going to play a clone in something in a future Star Wars project as well. So
Cody.
yeah, it might be Cody, maybe even in a flashback in the Kenobi series.
It's confirmed Cody.
For what?
What
For
does
what?
confirmed mean? I don't even know what that means. But apparently he said it's confirmed.
Who said it?
Dude, I'm not the guy who does like credits and receipts and knows who said what about, I don't know.
I'm just the guy that comes
What
in
do you
and throws
mean
in
crap?
a wrench
I
into everything.
subscribe. Does that mean now you're gonna unsubscribe?
I'm glad they're bringing in Boba Fett's Starship. Me too, man. Love Boba Fett's Starship.
Yeti, what'd you think about that?
About which?
Boba Fett Starship.
Oh, I love it. Like, it's so iconic.
Yeah.
You like that they changed it to Boba Fett's Starship?
Yeah, no. I thought it was the unpaid intern Starship.
Oh,
you can't say slave.
The prisoners with jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what
What
they
did George
changed the
Lucas
name
call
to.
them? White slavers?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, I always love seeing Boba stuff.
Something ancient and sinister.
We're going to be a proper family.
This is the one that I don't like. I don't like that one. Get that out of there.
Okay, yeah. So, like, all of these are different art styles that you'll find in anime.
Yeah.
So I think
pass the furry and go back to the one that looks cool.
This one?
Yep. That one looks, dude, did you, oh, come on.
See, yeah, that one I'm having like mixed feelings on. At the same time, it looks incredible, and I also think it, when they do that close up and you get that 3D image of just the head, it just kind of looks a little off. But then it goes and does something just amazing. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it in the end. But right now, when it's good, it is like it's off the chart. There's just a couple moments where the rendering, seems, I don't know, a little weird.
Are some of these in black and white? Is this black and white?
So yeah, the black and white one is the one that I think I'm most excited about.
Is this one in black and white?
No, that's a different one, because that's not 3D, and it looks like the black and white one is enhancing certain colors. So
black and white 3D one is
you're gonna have all the blasters and the lightsabers lighting up, and everything else is kind of grayed out, which looks like a very cool art style. Yeah, like that image looks incredible.
But there's a bounty hunter right after that looks like Forlom, but I don't think it's Forlom. It's the original Ralph McQuarrie design for C-3PO, but it looks like Forlom.
What are you talking about? Did I go too far back? Let's see.
He's shooting off the minigun.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but where is it?
Yeah, no, that's like 5 seconds back. Just click back once.
Yeah, like right after that guy.
Something ancient and sinister.
Move over to the yeah. See, it looks like Forlom, but I don't think that's Forlom.
You know who else? It kind of looks like the same type of droid as Zero from The Mandalorian a little bit.
Yeah, same design.
Yeah, I like.
See, that's where the head just starts looking a little off.
But look at how dope that looks. The guy
I know.
Shooting off a freaking minigun like this, I can get excited about.
Oh yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. It's at the same time, it looks absolutely exceptional, and then just a little weird. But I mean, I'm excited for that, especially if that was one of the ones near the beginning where he was like raising the lightsaber out, and there's in that samurai stance, like that looked amazing.
Yeah, I like it. It looks like it's gonna feel very gritty.
Yeah,
or at least some of them, and it looks kind of like this one. I don't know. This is kind of like really hard.
If you use your arrows, you can go back and forth, 5 seconds each time.
Yeah, see, Captain Jack is like, that's not Forlom. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't really look like him. But when you catch like a brief second of him, you're like, well, maybe that's Forlom.
Yeah. How do you feel about this thing? This, I don't know if it would be considered a lightsaber or not, but it has a kyber crystal in it, I would assume, or maybe multiple.
Does it light up?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, it lights up.
You see how it like he extends the blades of it, like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not really like a fan of that.
Me neither.
It's a badass umbrella.
I was gonna say it's an umbrella, which is like that's fine.
Everybody was umbrella
fighting.
Cool.
If you look at the, I wish you could see my mouse pointer, but think of
I
like,
love the disappointment.
like 10 o'clock, the saber that's at 10 o'clock, that looks almost exactly like Palpatine's saber, which is kind of cool.
Oh, are they different?
Yeah, each. Oh, I'm not sure.
Very slightly, but the one on the that one right there, it looks a lot like Palpatine's saber.
It does.
But that could also be the angle, because it's spinning really. So I think you might have to take a look at several different frames.
Yeah, what if you framed it one more? Like,
hold on, it ignites and it pauses. It pauses there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of have a Lukey-ish sort of maybe looking one on the right, and then no, that's not even Lukey looking.
I think they're all the same. The thing is with this is unless they have it like, a way that you can break one of these off as an individual saber, there's not much functionality here. The only way it's functional is if you're getting shot at by a minigun.
Okay, but at least you'll never get wet.
I don't know, dude. If you ran at somebody with that, it'd probably kill them.
If you ran at anyone with the lightsaber, it would probably kill them.
Unless they have a lightsaber. Dun, dun, dun. All right, anyway, let's keep going.
Think about Grievous and Kenobi. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Grievous and Kenobi.
Grievous and Kenobi?
Yeah. Grievous, I mean, he did the same thing, basically, with his sabers.
Oh, right? Yeah.
On Utapau. Spot in front of him. Same thing.
We're going to be a proper family.
I think all those lightsabers were the same.
Yeah,
I just brought up
so
myself, and I was trying to go very frame by frame. You only get a couple, but there is also one where you see it raised right behind his head.
This is cool. I like this one. I like this art style.
2 ATSTs and...
Let's make this our best show ever!
I do like the different art styles, that it's not all the same. That you're getting very, very different creative ideas coming out of it. People are adding their own flair.
Is it two? Is this each studio is doing 2 episodes?
I think it's 1 per, isn't it?
Some of them are doing 2. At least some of them.
Okay. I just wanted to bring up that little scene just a little bit right before there. We got to see a very famous set piece from the prequel.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Oh, God, I hope he doesn't light the lightsaber when he's singing into it.
It's the frickin' Boonta Eve, bro.
Yeah, I know. But
Eve classic. Yeah.
Why is the dude playing the guitar?
Let's make this our best.
This shit looks stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish they were doing something not as lame there.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
It just seems childish. Like it seems like I'm about to watch a kids show, but maybe it's just a very small part of it.
Those are just different art styles.
No, I'm not even talking about the art style. It's just like the way he's talking. It's like, this is about to be our best show ever. It's like,
oh, okay, I gotcha.
I mean, do you think like cartoons are made for adults though?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Castlevania's made for adults. That's not made for kids.
I'm just not an anime guy, so I don't know anything about like this genre. I don't know anything about it because I just like I don't really. I mean, I watch Clone Wars.
Yeah, anime is very popular with adults. Yeah. I mean, right now, one single book, Demon Slayer, has been outselling the entire American comic industry combined.
Yeah,
Just
dude,
one book.
manga, I guess. Please
Yeah,
don't yell at me. Manga
The-
is doing way better than American comics.
But that's usually what they base the anime off of. They'll take a manga and
I
then
just learned that. I learned that like an hour ago that manga is comic book
yeah.
Japanese art, and then anime is like the cartoons.
Yeah, don't call it cartoons. You will have a wave of hate coming your way.
But it's a cartoon.
See you later, man. I don't want you here anymore. See you.
Isn't it a cartoon?
Yeah, but people take offense. They're very pretentious. It's kind of like the people that always say the book is better than the movie. Same thing.
I don't know. His mom doesn't seem to mind when I'm taking my time.
I don't think I get it, man.
No, it's just anime people are very protective over their anime stuff. But this guy makes a good point, Chris. He says Invincible is an adult cartoon. For sure. This man, Jeffrey, is still here, bro. Shout out to Jeffrey, man.
I didn't even see what he said. Kind to.
Well, yeah. This
Oh,
looks
he's
like
just
really...
been telling us how wrong we've been and that we hate on everything, even when we start talking about things we like.
This looks very good. This shot right here.
Yeah, that looks like... That's like Bad Batch Season 2 animation. It's gorgeous.
Let's make this our best show.
Yeah, I know.
So there are ones that have more that kind of cartoony look that are absolutely fantastic. And if you want to check out some, like My Hero Academia, that one has kind of similar art style, but it's loved. Not a lot of people have negative things to say about it. So if you want to check out something that you'll probably like in that vein, that's one I'd recommend. Also, Super Punch Man. I don't know many people that have watched that and come away disliking it.
Wait, Super Punch Man is different than One Punch Man?
Oh God, yeah, I screwed that. One Punch Man. Oh,
Super Punch Man.
I know. Okay, go ahead and hate on me. Hate on me for that. I know it's coming. All
right, let's try to get through the rest of the trailer real quick, and then we'll go back and...
I like breaking it down, though.
All right, we could break it down. Are these supposed to be the twins? This is the twins episode?
Where?
Hold on. It was right after this.
Let's make this our best show ever.
This.
I love that.
I'm pretty sure this is the twins episode. That's what Josh said anyway.
Man, this is not what happens usually when I watch Twins.
Are we talking about like the twins from like EU twins?
No, the episode is just called The Twins.
Like the Eternals? Okay.
But I love twins in Star Wars for some reason. I really love the concept of twins.
Yeah, could you imagine if they actually told the story of twins?
Of what? Yeah, I know. No, but like, if a twin, if one of the twins were to go to the light and one to go to the dark, that would be a really cool story. It's kind of like the Eternal Twins.
Imagine if that happened.
Okay, highlight Steven's comment in the chat. After I screwed up One Punch Man for Super Punch Man. I love that. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm going to put X-Wing right here so that it doesn't get covered up by the chats.
Aw.
Sorry, Yeti. You've been
You don't
demoted.
have your camera on.
That hurts.
Yeti, he knows that he'll steal the show if he turns it on, so.
Sorry.
All right. Anyway, I think this is the twins episode, and if they do go that route, where it's one light and one dark, kind of like the Eternal Twins, but obviously we didn't get to see that much of the Eternal Twins in the trailer. Like I don't know. I would like to see that story happen for a longer period of time, and the Eternal Twins really never turned on each other until the very end. So, they didn't really turn on each other. One turned on the other.
What makes a good show is like the travel from these two brothers who loved each other since birth to like one starts to go really dark, one stays with the light, and the guy that's guiding him acts like he's good, but he's actually super bad. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree, dude. But if this is a final battle between 120, this doesn't it look like an Inquisitor right here on the left?
Yeah, for sure. It looks like the Night Sister, I would say.
I don't know if it's supposed to be twins. I'm guessing, one ends up turning to the dark side, one's on the, light side, and they kind of duke it out.
Her second sister.
That's what I want to see. Love that.
So I don't know if that would be Inquisitor though.
Well, maybe it could either be that they're having it for some reason in the same time period as Inquisitors, or maybe there's another group that's just like Inquisitors that just happen to dress like them. I don't know.
Well, you do also have a whole lot of Sith with capes,
Yeah,
so
it doesn't even have
just
to be
that.
Sith. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. The helmet looks very Inquisitor-y to me, but
yeah,
this kind of looks like Danny Phantom over here.
That looks like it hurt.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, so
Man, there was some cool stuff.
Two things. One, the guy in the guard tower that took a shot. I don't know if you heard that. That's Jango Fett's West Star Blaster.
Yes. Look at this dude, man. This dude is so cool. This dude is so cool.
You're really hyped on that guy.
Huh?
You're super hyped on that guy.
I know. I love, dude. I don't know why his armor is so cool. Talking about this guy?
Yeah, that blast. That's a West Star Blaster.
Yeah. That's what I wanted Mando's blasters to sound like, man.
Yeah.
I wish they all sounded like that. That's such a cool sound.
This Boba episode is going to be lit. Is that Sid in the background?
I don't know. That thing is ugly though, whatever it is. But yeah, it's. I really like the fact that they're doing a lot of brand new characters, but also giving us like Boba and who else? Who knows who else we're gonna see? I see some other people too. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Also,
she's destroying the patriarchy.
So noble. Oops. Yeah, that's why I wanted to pause it. This dude. I can't pause it there for some reason. This guy.
Yeah, I like him.
That saber's pretty cool, man.
I think that's the episode that we're all going to love the most. This is 3D dark one.
Yeah. It's a very gritty feel, dude.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be very, like, a lot of these shots seem very dark side focused as well.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it more and more as time goes on.
I accept this responsibility.
I wouldn't have ended on that if it were me.
You wouldn't have ended on that, you said?
Oh, I wouldn't have ended on that.
Why? You would have ended on this?
No, well, not only that. I mean, I'm not like really a big. I'm not into furries personally, but the ending scene where there's like tendrils wrapped around the lightsaber just seems it's.
Yeah, can we go over this ending just a little bit more?
Hold on. She's like floating her lightsabers.
Yeah, she like shot her lightsaber at the tree.
Look at that. She has like a bunch of lightsabers. She's floating around.
I feel like that's Luke-y, kind of. He's supposed to be maybe like Luke-y or she, or I don't know.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Well, what is it?
It's just a new character. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a girl, though.
Yeah,
it's a girl, but it doesn't have to be Luke.
The one on the right, that's a girl?
Oh, no. That's not a girl.
That's a guy.
I don't think that's going for Luke. I think they're different characters.
Oh, you mean his little like stab?
Yeah, where he like pushes his lightsaber out and it just affects somehow Venom. Venom now has all the lightsabers.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. That looks so cool.
That is pretty cool. Is this lightsaber multicolored?
Yeah, I think they're more just adding.
Yeah, it starts purple and goes blue.
Yeah, a little bit of flair to it, adding quite a bit of color to the animation.
This is what you don't like, X-Wing?
Oh, okay.
You don't like
Yeah,
that?
how does a lightsaber wrap?
Yeah.
It's other light sabers. I don't know.
Yeah. It doesn't make much sense.
This is me being a Star Wars fan and just like.
Has there ever been like a lightsaber type whip?
Oh yeah, dude, light whips are real, big time.
What's that? What's that one's name that was on the cover of that one book with the whip?
Because that.
Oh no, it was a sickle. It was a sickle.
No, there's no.
It was like the.
It's the gal with the
yeah.
Deku. It's the Schwartz. That's the best comment of the night. You should just post that up and leave it there forever.
Wait, what did you say her name?
No, it's freaking. Oh my gosh, she was in the Bane trilogy too.
Started off with an N, right?
Nihilus.
That is something.
Not Nihilus.
Not. I'm sorry, not Nihilus. Nihilus is the Sith Lord with the mask. Oh my God, it's a gal. This is gonna kill me.
Yeah, that is something I really think, or I really want to see in a movie now.
She has like bandages all over her head.
The lightsaber whip.
Noctis.
God, that's
Noctis.
so cool.
It's gonna kill me.
It was Noctis. Noctis. X-Wing, it is Noctis. Hello?
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that name not ringing a bell?
It was on
because you don't really like Star Wars.
I know, I hate it.
Big fan.
Yeah, is there a picture of her right there? She's got like the wraps around her head.
I just had it up. Darth Noctis. Yeah, it's like she's shooting out force lightning and has a sickle lightsaber. I don't think it's a whip though. I think it's a sickle.
No, she has a light whip. That's not right.
Oh no, I was talking about a different one.
What is her name? It's like
Yo, this is kind of cool. I googled Darth Noctis and my video came up.
I just keep thinking like Lumiere from what's that freaking movie called? Beauty and the Beast. I keep thinking like Lumiere. Darth Lumiere.
Yeah, you know, the only thing that's going to drive me a little nuts is trying to think of the science behind it. You know, try and be able to curve that light.
Yeah.
You know, because some of it's, you know, based in physics. There's only one of the issues where I don't know how they would end up being able to stop, you know, to be able to stop it with our current understanding of physics. But, you know, kind of let go of that.
Darth Lumia.
Lumio?
Being able to curve it. Oh, I don't know how you'd...
This isn't a lightsaber that we... This looks kind of like a High Republic lightsaber.
Kind of looks like a modified Temple Guard lightsaber.
Yeah, it does. Well, that's kind of how a lot of the High Republic sabers look, with the kind of Kylo Ren thing, but the blades shoot up out of these side little... Or is that just the holder of the
saber?
Man, when you go into this level of detail, I've got like so little to add aside from, oh, that looks pretty.
Yeah. What I really like, and we're not going to go too much longer, but another thing that I really like about this is how they just went so in on the unique saber types. There's not a single saber in this that is not unique in some way. I really like that.
And a lot of people were hating on the crossguard sabers. Like, those have been around for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a 3D one.
No, that one is.
Yeah, that's the 3D one. It looks badass at the same time as just slightly off. Like the face always throws me.
That is sick, man. I don't know.
It looks so badass there. Especially the coloring. The coloring looks exceptional.
Yeah.
I love
black
the
and white.
use.
You're plunging in a bunch of like red glowing light. That's why it looks so sick.
Oh, that is fantastic. And I'm surprised we haven't seen more in that vein before. At least I haven't.
He's pulling out his saber already ignited. I wonder if it just stays ignited.
That's kind of a cool thought. Like, it's such an unstable kyber crystal, it can just never be turned off.
Yeah,
that's why it's got
more
the
of just
sheath.
like the Japanese like katana styling to it.
Yeah,
I guess, but
Dude, I like this.
So yeah,
Pretty
so
much just that one episode is the one I'm excited about, though. That one.
This one.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm excited for all of them. Honestly,
I'm excited for all of them except for this one, the furry one.
Watch it be the best one.
It might be, dude. I don't know.
well, because it's not really furries. You know, it's more just
It's like Tails from Sonic.
yeah.
That's what I think.
But
of every
you
time
know, I
see
get
that.
what you're saying.
Hard sell for me, dude.
See, but you know, I've watched anime and yeah, I've seen other things like that, and it doesn't come across as the furry stuff. So it never really bothered me. Like,
Who do you think it's appealing to, though? Like, who is that made for?
well,
Furries.
right now, a massive market.
Think so?
Ah,
Oh my. Okay, yeah. So if we really want to go into the numbers, you know, like I mentioned already, you already have Demon Slayer outselling the one book, outselling the entire American market, and bookstores across North America have started pulling the American made comics and putting out manga instead, because nobody buys the trash that's being produced by, you know, Marvel and DC right now.
God, self-destruction.
Yeah, so it's easily $1 billion market. There's a lot of people that watch this.
have we seen anybody do this ever since Vader did it, where he just stops it with his hand?
Oh, with the hand, no. But I mean, it was really attributed to his gloves is why he stopped it like that. It wasn't really even that much like the Force.
This guy looks like he
happen in
deflects it.
some? Didn't it happen in some video games?
I don't know if
Where
he
you
could
stopped it
deflect
with his hand? No, like so if we're talking about Empire, no, he literally stops it with his glove, but they attributed it to his armor and his hand. I want to get like sweaty about it.
That guy looked like he deflected it with the Force, which I don't know why we haven't seen more often. That seems like a practical thing to do.
Yeah. And the bolt freeze that Kylo did, that was like the one part of the sequels I was like, damn, that's tight.
That's sick, dude.
And we saw it again with Cal Kestis. Everybody screamed and cried when we saw it with Kylo, but then we saw it with Cal, and everybody's like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's cool.
That is, that looks like an Imperial. Doesn't that look like an Imperial ship behind him?
Yeah, the cockpit it's a TIE cockpit for sure, or Jedi Starfighter, or a TIE fighter, interceptor, whatever.
Yeah, it looks like it.
This guy is gonna be awesome. Maybe possibly another Inquisitor. They seems like they're leaning into the Inquisitor stuff.
I think he's going to be their Vader, if I had to guess.
Yeah, maybe
Their Vader, because it looks a lot like a TIE Advance.
Well, with the samurai styling, his helmet is very much reminiscent of the armor that they would wear.
And the
This
ship
is like-
behind him, that's totally, dude, that's Vader.
this is the same shot that they gave Kylo and when he was like walking up to Palpatine on Exegol. Same exact
I
shot.
don't think that's going to be Vader though.
I think it's going to be Vader. I'm sorry, not Vader. Vader-san.
No, I think these are all going to be kind of original characters.
Oh, they're not, dude. There's Anakudu and Boba Fatu-san. So if you go back and you watch the first one, you can see the character names that they write on some of these like pre-visuals.
Yeah.
And it's totally like same name.
Okay. Oh,
But-
yeah. So they're just changing the art style for the original, not the original, the previous characters.
Right. They're changing the art style and then they're writing their own stories about it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, real quick, shout out to Glenn. Thank you so much, man. He says you really should stop spreading negativity. It hurts people's feelings. Nah, screw 'em. Keep doing what you do. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't have an agenda to spread negativity. I don't have an agenda to spread positivity. I'm just simply saying my thoughts. And I don't think that.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, but we spent like the last 40 minutes on talking about how positive we're feeling towards this.
Yeah. Man, it is what it is. You'll never please everybody.
Not entirely. I'm not like totally about it.
Oh,
but I mean, there are definitely aspects I'm excited for.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with pointing out that and still still saying you have a positive opinion, because you can be positive about something and still point out flaws.
You're toxic, Yeti.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
appreciate
forgot.
that, Glenn.
You either have to love something or hate it. There's no gray area.
Pick a side of the fence, bro.
This guy is a moron. Shang-Chi has good reviews, so that means they're fake. The MCU keeps catching W's. Yeah,
Didn't
the MCU's
end like an hour ago?
Yeah, but I mean, anyway, the MCU is catching so many W's, man. Black Widow made so much money. So happy for Black Widow. But yeah.
Yeah, WandaVision didn't piss anyone off.
Yeah.
Neither did Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, dude, expert filmmaking there.
Did I miss something?
I'm just gonna start saying Black Widow lost money at the end of every single video I post.
Oh my god, that's that's the new thing.
Yeah.
That's the new Solo lost money.
Yeah. Yep.
Never seen that before. And they're getting very they definitely got very creative with this, and you can tell that they also are calling back to certain things. You know,
That art style is so sick.
yeah, I don't like that. But I
wasn't
like
a
the
huge-
art style. I just don't like the actual.
Yeah,
I don't know what you do with that weapon.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Like, how exactly would you fight with that?
Dark Council raid. Yeah, shout out to the Dark Council.
Is that help me, Justin.
What, Dark Council?
Yeah, it's
Fatal J and all them.
Fatal J and
the Majinai,
Yeah.
Lord Callus.
Callus. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell this thing is, but it's a little creepy.
Yeah, I don't really understand like I don't know if you call that like Baymax or Bomber Boy or. I think that's probably the one that I'm least excited for. Is that one?
The one thing that I'm really positive towards is from what I hear, they're allowing all these studios to write their own material. So it's not written by the current Lucasfilm team. They've given it to the studios to do their own thing with. So they've added their own art style, their own storytelling, which should prove very good for the universe, because Japan has been putting out some exceptional storytelling for decades now, and they haven't slowed down. Like they really focus on storytelling and reject the identity politics. Like they don't play around with that. They don't push anything into what they're producing. They just want people to have fun when they're.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear so much of that from about anime that they just have they don't really push agendas in their stuff, or at least identity politics agendas.
Yeah, now here and there you can find some, because there's always a couple, but overall the majority is just pure storytelling, and that's why they're losing out to the American market.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, and I think maybe why it's being so successful is because people just want that.
Yeah, I screwed up. That's why the American market is losing out to them.
Yeah, right. And it's crazy because it seems like, and I'm no anime expert, so I don't know, but it kind of seems like that usually the success of manga or the success of anime shows follow the success of manga show or manga books, whatever you call them. I don't know. I'm sorry. Please don't yell at me.
Yeah.
But if it's any indication, if it's an indication of anything that manga is outselling American comics, it might be that anime is gonna eventually do better than American comic book movies as well.
I think.
Oh yeah, there was a couple that were doing better than the box office movies in North America.
That's crazy, dude.
That's wild. I believe that was Demon Slayer again.
Demon Slayer movie?
Yeah. They put out a movie. At least I believe that is. If I'm wrong on this, somebody in the chat, correct me. But I believe it came out this year and totally destroyed what was going on in the American box office.
I don't know. Didn't Alita Battle Angel do really good? And that seemed like kind of a Japanese story. I liked that movie.
Oh yeah, it's I believe it originally was.
What the
I
hell
think
is
it came
going
from
on?
the 80s. Like it's an old one.
Old one. Yeah. She
Is
like
she
pulling
putting a kyber crystal?
I was gonna say that. I was just about to say it looks like she's injecting a kyber crystal into like
And then she acts like she put the Infinity Gauntlet on and like goes crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
like
think her suit is infused by it.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
runs.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a confirmation that it was Demon Slayer that came out, so I was right about that. And Alita was from the 80s, which I was right about that too.
I liked Alita.
Good. Oh, Alita was so much fun.
It was like a way ramped up Pinocchio story.
Yeah,
That's the way I think about it. Yeah,
I still think there's some issues in the storytelling with the ending, but I love that movie. I've watched it multiple times now.
I don't remember.
I don't remember seeing this.
Yeah, Tamara Morrison's going to do a Boba episode. That's why we saw Slave One, or Fire Spray, or Boba Fett Starship, or.
Oh no! Like this particular image, when we first went through, I don't remember seeing this, and I'm more excited now.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
it looks really cool, man. I want an action figure that looks like this kind of Boba. I love this look.
What do they call it? Funko Pop.
Yeah, but
yeah,
the drawing of Boba here or whatever. However, sorry, I'm not using the right terminology. This version of Boba, the way he looks, I love it. I think it looks really cool. This reminds me of like that Qui-Gon Darth Maul moment in Phantom Menace.
Yeah, kind of, huh? There was like an Endor speeder bike chase, and then it ends.
Yeah.
With
yep.
Oh,
actually, that's Rey cutting the TIE Defender in half.
Now we have Tails with floppy ears accepting the lightsaber. And that's pretty much it.
Hey, Justin, I got to bounce, bud.
Yeah, we're about to end it anyway. I appreciate you for coming, though.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yeti Cast, as always.
Oh, everybody subscribe to X-Wing real quick. Let me put your link in the chat before you leave. Or you can leave, but I'll put that in.
Well, anyways, I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Let's do it again, yeah?
And
yeah, for sure.
This animation is very reminiscent of
see you later, X-Wing. Everybody get X-Wing to 1,000 subs. He's almost there.
Almost there. Bye.
Later. All right, go ahead, Yeti.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize he was trying to do his outro. I was thinking so much about this animation, and I know I'm gonna butcher the name.
Yeah, X-Wing is almost at 1,000 subs. He's at like, I don't know. I just checked. It's like he's at 864, and when he hits 1,000, we're gonna do another charity stream, I believe, on his channel, and we'll raise some money for the vets. So get him to 1,000. If you're not subbed to X-Wing, click this link right here and go sub to him.
Okay, no, I got the title right. This looks reminiscent of Kill la Kill.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, that is another good series, a good anime. Like there's actually a lot I could recommend. I go through these different periods where I'll like binge watch a bunch of them, and then I get sick and tired, and I'll hold off for a good 6 months or a year, then I go back to it.
All my friends are obsessed with anime, but I just can't get into it. I don't know.
I could recommend a couple that you'll probably enjoy.
I know, like Attack on Titan is the one that everybody says every time.
Yeah, there's still a lot more than just that.
Well, yeah, man. We've been going for almost 2 hours. I think we're gonna end it here. I only planned on going for like an hour and a half, but Star Wars. You got stuck in the Star Wars talk again.
No,
but,
see, like I said, there are things I really enjoy talking about Star Wars. It's just when it goes on for 4 hours, then I get tapped out. But I've enjoyed this part because I love Star Wars. I just can't talk about it for the same amount of time as you guys.
Yeah, I could literally talk Star Wars for Yeah, forever. I can't like. There's no limits because there's just so much universe to like speculate on. But I love it. Highly recommend Japan Sinks 2020 and Yasuke, both on Netflix. Yeah, maybe. I'll try. I've tried anime so many times in the past, and my friends have showed me. I'm just like, it's not for me. Ninja Scroll. I'll keep those in mind, but we'll see.
Yeah, I can give you a bunch more after the stream.
Yeah, everybody go subscribe to YetiCast. Once again, he makes really cool like he remixes movie trailers and makes them funny or makes them scary. He just does a lot of cool stuff to them, and he does a lot of movie roast stuff like that, live movie roast, and he does scripted movie roast, and they're all pretty funny. So everybody go subscribe to YetiCast.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm really happy with the last couple. The Army of the Dead one, I think, is one of the funniest roasts that I've done, and the trailers I think have been turning out really good.
Yeah, the He-Man one was hilarious. Yeah, Yeti is a cool guy, and yeah, that's coming from Jeffrey, who hates everything and hates everyone.
Oh,
so
well, thank you.
Congrats. Yeah, you passed the test.
Yes.
Yeah, see you later, man. Thank you all. Thank everybody for being here for so long. It seemed like a lot of you were in the chat the entire time.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. And thank you everyone who super chatted and supports the stream, like the stream, all that stuff. Thank you all for being here. I'll be streaming again very soon. At the latest, I think I'll be streaming on Friday, and that'll be a Star Wars only stream, I believe. So, yeah. I'll see y'all next time. Maybe in between now and Friday. Probably end up streaming tomorrow or something. But yeah, see y'all later.